Now dig this. It's 1 a.m. and my hungry ear strains but does not hear. Oh, where is the commercial for spray-on hair? Man, it's nowhere. And oh, dehydrated fruit, your point is moot. And Mr. Hot Air Cooker, your convection is way uncool. So dig these cats who come in the night to push away the claptrap clutter of these waves like permanent man. So spray if you must this old bald head, but here at the hungry ear, like some deep, dark raven, we shout at infomercials, nevermore.
Offbeat Cinema, brought to you by Mighty Taco. Enjoy the great taste of Mighty anytime at mightytaco.com and by your home entertainment store, speakershop.com.
Welcome, cats, wherever you are. This is Offbeat Cinema.
Yes, indeed. Welcome to the Hungry Ear Coffee House. It is a mad pad, Daddy-O. Theo here, and of course, my beatnik buddies are all here with me tonight. And we have a very important movie to show you as a kind of a offbeat public service message.
Yes, we do, Theo, and our movie reflects a subject that is very important to me. Troubled teens, because 9 out of 10 times when teens are troubled, the cause is their parents.
Okay, Bird, I hear you on that, and this movie has something very important to me as well. Ed Wood Jr. And anytime you involve Ed Wood in a movie, you are in for a wild night.
Oh, cats, you know we're gonna cut right to it. Our movie tonight is, well, it's an exploration into the world of troubled youth. And that theme is near and dear to all of us on Offbeat Cinema, and so is Ed Wood. And tonight's film brings them all together in a movie called The Violent Years.
You know, I really think this film is something that I once watched on an ABC after-school special.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't, Bird. Trust me on that one.
The Violent Years is a bit more violent than most teens gone wrong films of this era, and it has one big twist. And that's the gang of this flick is made up of all women who rob and assault mostly male victims.
Ooh, well, you know, that may be true, Lana, but, you know, this is really the fault of the parents who live, well, you know where they live. They live in their own world of country club parties and PTA meetings, and they have no time for their kids.
Well, Bird, as it always does, our movie tonight will explain everything and answer all the questions pertaining to the youth of today.
You know, The Violent Years was not produced or directed by Ed Wood, but he wrote the screenplay, and, you know, it certainly feels like an Ed Wood movie. You know, the acting, the film, the style, it's all in full effect of Ed Wood, and it still comes through big time in this flick.
And in this one, it gets far out there. There was a real incident, or was it based on something different, or was it just another fever dream from Ed Wood? One thing is for sure, this film is out there.
Ah, yes, it is, Lana. The Violent Years runs with a series of movies about society fearing the youth of the day, such as Old Blackboard Jungle, maybe Rebel Without a Cause, even Children of the Damned. You know, they were kind of creating an early exploitation genre all their own. It's a fun film, as all Ed Wood films are. And while it's not as great as his magnum opus, Plan 9 from Outer Space, very few films are, it is a fun watch. So here it is tonight on Offbeat Cinema, The Violent Years.
Stay with us, cats. Lots going on here tonight. Viewer mail, friends have stopped by, and music from Goodbye Metro. Dig it.
of violence. A vice born of the uncontrolled passions of adolescent youth and nurtured by this generation of parents. Those who, in their own smug little world of selfish interests and confused ideas of parental supervision, refuse to believe today's glaring headlines. But it has happened. Only the people and places have been given other names.
Remain seated and come to order. Court is now in session. The Honorable Raymond Clara, judge presiding.
Will you approach the bench, please? It's always difficult for an old friend to sit in judgment of an old friend. But law is law, and it must be administered to one as to another. It now comes to light that both of you, over the past 18 years, have proven yourselves utterly incompetent in the most important responsibility given to a man and his wife. I refer to the bringing up of children in your own home. In all fairness to the society which you so miserably failed, and in justice to this child, I must deny your request.
How am I to blame? Where could I have failed? I remember I gave her everything she ever wanted. Everything.
Hi, Mom. Got time to talk a minute? It's rather important.
Good gracious, no. I'm an hour late already. Charity first and all that sort of thing, you know. Besides, what can be so important in your young life as to warrant my attention so drastically?
Well, it's been a long time since we've had a heart-to-heart talk.
There. It can wait. Besides, what can be more important than our charities? So many children and needy families. We're so busy this time of the year, and it's very, very important.
I guess you're right, Mother.
Of course I am. Thank you, darling. Tell you a secret. I think I like it down at the club so much because I keep getting such nice flattery. The girls are always saying, my, how young and pretty you look. And you with an 18-year-old daughter.
But you are pretty, Mother.
Oh, go along with you. But it does sound good. Got a date tonight?
Well, sort of.
Oh, you pretty one. Of course you do. But then what night lately haven't you? If you come in as late as you have been, do be careful and not make any noise.
Dad?
Oh, don't get me wrong. He hasn't complained or said anything. But the poor man works so hard. That newspaper will be the death of him. Do be a dear and take care when you come in. He needs what little rest he can get. Thank goodness you aren't one of those character types that your father's paper is always printing about. Need some mad money? Or is he a gentleman?
I have enough, Mother.
Don't be silly. There's never enough.
You left the Mount Blanc again. I could be mean and fill it in for a fortune.
You could, but you won't. Let me know how much you make it out for so that I can keep my bank balance straight.
All right, Mother. Will you be using my car again tonight?
If you don't mind, dear. You can use mine.
Now I'll tell you a secret. There are times I like yours better. Tonight is one of those times. Phil, this is Paul. Is everything ready? Good. George and Jerry show yet? Stop worrying. They'll get to you. I'll be along as soon as I can dress. Mother, just this minute left.
Will he pull through, Doc?
He hasn't regained consciousness, and it's top-heavy odds he ever will.
Pretty bad, huh?
Pretty bad.
These fool kids, when will they learn?
These aren't kids. These are morons.
Hi, Barney.
Lieutenant, Tom, Doctor. Another one, huh?
Pretty bad one this time. How about it, Doc?
Pretty bad. I'll get back to you later if there's any change. Anything I can print?
You heard the doctor. Nothing.
Suppose it's the same gang?
Chances are. If only he comes to, then
Well, if it is the same gang, it brings their record to 17. And the last 7 of them have been gas stations. Looks like they'll make a specialty of gas stations for a while now.
if they do, we may be ready for them.
How do you mean?
All gas stations open after 10 p.m. will be warned to have 2 men on duty at all times. One of those men could be a policeman.
Lieutenant, I left Dr. Ryan in charge. The man was lucky. He'll pull through.
Hi, Zelda from Offbeat Cinema here to tell you about something brand new and cool for the cats and chicks who dig hot coffee and cool movies. Subscribe to our Patreon portal where you can find the link at offbeatcinema.tv. You'll get swag, show info, Fargon films, and cool jazz you just won't hear or see anywhere else. Dig it.
Cats, do not adjust your sets. This is a rare in-color look at The Hungry Ear. But we're doing this for a very special reason because we have a very colorful guest with us tonight. Is that not true, Spectrum?
Yes, it is, Theo. Well, let's let you do the honors in introducing yourself. You do sound and seem familiar to me.
All right, and yes, I am.
So who are you?
Yes, first of all, thank you guys for inviting me to this beautiful place. And yes, my name is Auri, most known by Free Advice Save Art. I'm a Puerto Rican homegrown, and I'm living here in Buffalo, which have taken me with open arms, and I'm very grateful to be here for the simple reason that it has allowed me to expand my horizon as an artist and have helped me also to truly find myself and express it as the best of my ability, and keep rolling with the dice.
Okay. Well, tell us a little bit more about the art itself, which we have here throughout the Hungry Ear tonight.
Yes. Yes, my art actually right now is kind of evolving in the sense that with everything that's going on in the world right now, I think we need to be more aware of our essence as human beings instead of like in the future like robots. It's not that they're gonna take over, but technology is going so far out that we are kind of losing our sense of humanity and to look out for each other and spend more time outdoors enjoying the planet that we are all in it. So so my art is more representative of that. That we better stay aligned with what humans we're trained to be or are.
Mm-hmm. Would you say that you're enjoying your time in Buffalo?
Yes, I am. I am very much. I was kind of like going through a rough time in my life before coming to Buffalo. And since I came here, I've been associated with beautiful people and very supportive people of my work and who I am and represent. And it has been a blessing from artists to musicians, a shout out to the Smiths, etc. And thank God for Ollie Freeland too, to introduce me to Mark Freeland, who I'm wearing him today. It's a very big influence in my life also in music and art.
Well, would you have some words of wisdom to other artists who are trying to find their place in the world?
Yeah, just be yourself, no matter what other people say or think. about you or whatever the case may be, because I truly believe I cannot control other people, but we can control ourselves. We can predict our future.
Mhm. And the most important question, where can other people find you? Where can we find your work?
Well, you can find me in Instagram by the name of Tracks Save Art, on Scoop Shop, also in Auburn and Elwood. It's a thrift shop, very cool store owned by Wendy, another of my associates here. And yeah, so that's where you can find me, or Facebook too, by my name, Alberto Velez. Try to see if you can write it well. Yes, hey, I'm back. Hey, so I'm very glad to be here. Thank you for the opportunity. And I want to tell you, my friend, you remind me of somebody.
I do.
Yes. Do you remember the movie Planet of the Apes?
Oh, sure. Yeah, it's a great
You
film.
remind me of Cornelius.
Cornelius.
The astronaut.
Oh, you mean Charlton Heston? Okay, all right.
I'm sorry. I got confused.
Well, I get confused occasionally with Cornelius. Katz, thanks so much for being with us tonight.
My pleasure.
Please check out this gentleman's art. It's really wild. It's beautiful. It's colorful.
Yes. Thank you so much.
I'm sure you'll enjoy it.
Yes.
Right now, though, we have to get back to tonight's film here on Offbeat Cinema. So
all right.
stay with us.
Hey.
Hi, Chief. Oh, hello, Barney. You look tired. Oh, I'm tired, but no more than you.
Yeah, I am tired. Too much to newspapers these days. Haven't seen my daughter Paula in a week.
I ran into her up at school earlier this week. Gee, she gets more beautiful every day.
Like I said, I wouldn't know. One of these days, I'm going to take a day off. Maybe get to know her again. What happened down at the hospital?
Well, the gas station attendant pulled through. Gonna spend a couple of weeks in the hospital, but he'll live.
How much could he tell?
They're the same gang. 4 of them. Wore masks, Levi's, leather jackets, and gloves with a handful of guns.
Same bunch. Probably the same clues. None.
Well, no fingerprints. 55 sedan, license unknown, masks, caps covering their hair, same old routine.
Well, our little gang has one thing in their favor.
Yeah, what's that?
They haven't killed anyone. Yet.
That's not their fault. They've tried hard enough. Just give them a little more time.
Too bad we can't do anything about giving them a little more time. However, they happen to be news. You stick with the police department. See this thing through.
You're the boss, Chief.
Ain't love something?
Well, what is it? Johnny, who are they?
Don't ask so many questions. You might find the answers. Jerry, be careful. That's a beautiful sweater. Take it off.
What are you talking about?
You ain't got stuffing in your ears. Take that sweater off.
By what right do you
Shut up and do like she says.
Do what they say, Cheryl. They've got guns.
Yes, Shirley, we've got guns. You're very observant for a pretty boy.
For God's sake, Cheryl, take this sweater off. Give it to her.
Now, Buster, it's your turn. Step out. Turn around. Put your hands out in front of you. Lean forward and put your hands on the car door. Come on, come on. We haven't got all night. You've seen this done before.
A lousy $11. You characters ought to learn to carry more dough.
You can stand up now. Well, maybe he's got more to offer than his money.
What are you getting at?
Big, strong, a little pretty maybe, but...
Yeah, under conventional circumstances, he could be very interesting.
Why wait for conventional circumstances? You got a point there. What about her? Oh, tie her up and toss in the back of the seat. Tie her up? You heard me. Sure, I heard you. But maybe you'd like to tell me what I used to tie her up with. Use her skirt. That looks strong enough. Tear up and use it.
You heard her, girl. Get a move on.
Now back to you, Hanson.
Look, you have my money. You have my watch. You have my ring. What more do you want?
Toss in the back of the seat. Okay, but do you mind telling me where we're going? Someplace where it's safe. Just follow us.
Hey, we're Goodbye Metro. This first song is called Behind the Wall.
I am a product of my environment, self-made, spared no expense, force-feeding everything you wanna hear. I rise, you sink into the abyss. So disregard those who suffer deja vu. Survivors know I'm nothing new. And nature's cliche, shook out and reused to test the limits of what I can and I can do. Now all I ask is undying devotion, regardless of what's set in motion. Give me your angry, abused, misinformed, too weak to ignite. I am your touch. Lobotomized by a nation's pride, promises unkempt tossed to the pyre. Feast upon hate, won't question the lie. Side by side in the muck, in the mire. And I pray on you to prey on those who will hold contrary beliefs. And when there's none left to speak, there will only be silence in me. Within fear's grasp, manipulated by the tempter, too many are trapped within desperation's blunder, compartmentalized the nefarious command. Humble truths forged through perfect circumstance. Grasp, manipulated by the tempter, too many are trapped within desperation's blunder, compartmentalized the nefarious command. Humble truths forged through perfect circumstance. They want us.
Cats, just a few words about Mr. Edward D. Wood, Jr., writer, director, champion of Angora and, well, Bela Lugosi. Now, a lot has been written about Ed, a lot has been said about Ed. There have been documentaries, books, festivals, revivals, you name it. You know, I sometimes think, what would have Ed Wood made of all of this? I mean, Johnny Depp played him in a terrific biopic, not factually accurate, but tonally perfect. His films have been satirized, colorized, cannibalized, and on and on. Now here on Offbeat Cinema, we prefer to present them to you in their purest Woodsian form, just as Ed intended. And I think if Ed Wood were here today, through somewhat blurry eyes, his message would be a simple one. Thank you. To everyone watching tonight, to everyone who has cheered on Plan 9 from outer space, to anyone who has suffered through Glen or Glenda or Night of the Ghouls, thank you. You know, Ed wasn't a great filmmaker, but he was a great character, just as wild as any that appeared in any of his films. And I think that's how he would like to be remembered, as an original. There's certainly never been anyone like him before or since. Now, let's get back to scriptwriter Ed Wood's The Violent Years, tonight on Offbeat Cinema.
morning, dear.
Good morning, darling.
Don't tell me that's all you're going to have for breakfast again.
I'll get something else later.
You won't forget about the party tonight.
What part?
See, I knew you wouldn't remember when I told you. It's Paula's birthday party.
Oh, I did forget. Well, it's impossible for me. I've got a newspaper to get out. With these young hoodlums running rampage through the town, I'm kept pretty much on the go. Especially at night. That's when they work. Who knows when or where they'll strike again.
Sometimes you sound more like a policeman than a newspaper man.
Sometimes there isn't much difference.
Oh, that is too bad. I can't be here either. She's having a pajama party this year.
What in the world is a pajama party?
Oh, they all sit around, play games, dressed in their pajamas.
The boys, too?
Of course not, silly. No boys invited.
Oh, I see.
We're having our charity bazaar tonight, and I'm the duly elected chairman of the sales committee. I've just got to be there.
Well, Paula's old enough to take care of herself now. I'll get a little gift this afternoon and have one of the boys from the office drop by with it tonight.
Oh, she'll like that. Paula's such an understanding child.
See you when I can.
Happy birthday, darling.
Thanks, Mom.
You were out late again last night.
A little.
I can tell. Your eyes don't sparkle the way they should. Do you feel ill?
No, just a little tired.
A good breakfast will fix you up. What would you like to have this morning?
Please don't bother. I'm just not hungry.
Now, Mother knows best. You're a growing girl. You need your vitamins, strength. Now, you just sit there and I'll get you something. It'll only take a minute. It's all ready. You have plenty of time before school.
Paula, what in the world brings you down here?
Hi, Dad. It's been so long since I've seen you, I thought I'd drop in today. It's my birthday, you know.
Happy birthday. Gee, honey, I'm sorry I can't be at your party tonight. But you know how busy I am.
I understand, Dad. Then you wouldn't look good at an all-girl pajama party now, would you?
Well, this certainly is a surprise.
I thought it would be.
Why aren't you in school?
No classes till 1:30 and extra long lunch hour.
Oh, I see.
Have they got a line on the girls that did this yet?
Now, don't you bother your pretty little head about such things. That's your dad's department.
It could be very important to me.
How do you mean?
Well, I'm up for president of the student body this year, and this type of thing you call juvenile delinquency could help me if I knew more about it and how to prevent it.
If you knew how to prevent it, you'd go down in history as the greatest person of our time. But your interest is commendable.
I figure it this way, Dad. You're on the inside. You know that we'll low down almost as soon as it happens.
I guess you're right about that. But what is it you want me to do?
That's easy. As soon as anything happens, you tell me.
Everything?
Everything.
That's a large order.
So what? It's not too big for you. I hardly catch you at home anymore, so I'll have to see you here.
Well, if it'll help you to be president, I'll do it.
Dad, you're a peach. Now, anything new on last night's brunch?
Have you read the paper?
Yes.
Then you have the story.
Honest?
Honest.
Well, what are the police doing about this whole thing?
Either the girls have no previous record or they're from out of town. It's Lieutenant Holmes' theory that they were from out of town. The boy couldn't identify any of them from the police picture files. And there it will stay until something else turns up.
What about the gas station affair? Is there anything new on that?
Nothing you could call new. 4 young boys. Holmes is putting a policeman in mechanic's clothes with each gas station staying open after 10 at night. If the gang tries another gas station heist, they'll be all through.
Well, that's interesting enough. For a starter.
Bye.
Calling off the gas station job.
Oh, we can't call off Clanton.
We already have.
Oh, why? We could have had more of a ball at Clanton's than all the rest put together.
Maybe it'd be a little too much excitement, even for us. The cops have pulled a sneak. They'll be waiting for us.
So what? How can the cops know we picked Clanton?
I'll explain later. The main thing is they know. Puts an end to our gas station jobs for a while. We'll have to think up something now.
I'd like to think up something to get back at Principal Bates. She have you on the carpet again? Yeah, the old witch. What'd you do this time? Practically nothing. Nothing for them to get so hep up about. Just that math. Teacher flunked me again, so I told her off. I'd like to get even with all of them.
Maybe you'll get the chance sometime. We'll have to go over to Sheila's tomorrow and get rid of last week's loot.
Hey, how come we don't use your car in our jobs? How come your mother's all the time?
My car'd be spotted a mile away. Let's get in.
Calling all beatniks.
Looking for offbeat cinema swag? We've got it.
T-shirts, 15-ounce classic coffee mugs, hats, more hats, stickers, and more.
Man, like this is commercialism.
Cats, do we have Offbeat Cinema swag? Well, as a matter of fact, we do.
Get with the in crowd. Order your Offbeat Cinema merchandise today. Just go to offbeatcinema.tv for details.
Welcome back to Offbeat Cinema. My name is James Gillen. I'm the creator of Offbeat Cinema. And with me tonight is Haley and Logan from the band Goodbye Metro. And a very unusual sound, very great sound, and you'll hear some of that later. Welcome to Offbeat Cinema.
Thank you.
As I said, you do have a very unusual sound, and how did you develop that? How did you come up with your what was your inspiration? Let's put it that way.
It was quite a journey. So we actually ended up making a band, making a joke, because when the world didn't end at 2012, we're like, okay, we're gonna make a band, we're gonna do it. So we actually did. And then I think we started on, I was bass, you were guitar, then that didn't really fit, and then we had guitars and drummers, and then we just kind of molded into this. But I guess original inspirations, a little bit of everything, honestly. You know, classic rock, new wave, just anything that we can kind of get our ears on.
Well, it was interesting because I couldn't place it either. We just had Charming Disaster was in, and we were all at that same show that night. And when you came on ahead of them, I was listening. It really did catch my attention, and I was trying to figure out. I thought, I was going Cocteau Twins. I thought that your voice is very melodic and has a great range to it, and I thought that's like the lead singer from Cocteau Twins. And I actually thought, you know, not that, but you just had that kind of an essence of that, and I thought, which is in my mind, a huge compliment. You know, they're one of my faves. Yeah. But also there was again, with some of the drift that you do, your songs are great. There was like a Julie Cruz kind of element to it. Oh, yeah. You know, and I thought that the second song that you did tonight, I thought would be a great. That would have been great in any David Lynch film.
Oh yeah,
you know, so
now
that's a huge compliment. Yeah. So. Yeah, I mean, you know, influences. And then again, I was doing all this, you know, letting my mind run wild on me again, and I thought that your name, I was like, oh yeah, that you took it after that French movie, Goodbye Metro. And then I looked it up, and there's no French movie named Goodbye Metro. So that was
planting that idea.
Well, yes, it is. So think about that. Might have to do something, but. And you know, one of the things too, everything here is ultimately about cinema. So what are your favorite movies? What are a movie that inspired you or, you know, motivated you artistically?
Yeah, I guess for music specifically, I mean, I guess movies haven't really been a big part of my musical inspiration, but
I'm
I think
the
you're
opposite,
you're
yeah.
definitely different on that.
I feel like a great way to discover really cool soundtracks, musicians, even just film scores is through film, movies.
No doubt, yeah.
Honestly, my thing, it's like kind of the same approach with music. I want to feel something when I'm like consuming content, whether it's like movies or just an album. I really want to like have it grab me, you know?
Yeah.
It's just, so anything that kind of grabs me, I'm willing to try any movie as long as it just like gets, you know.
That's what's great, you know, we show a lot of foreign films, and
Mhm.
there's the Godard film, you know, Breathless, and some of the music in that is just great. And then
Yeah.
you can't imagine it being in anything else. There's a couple other things that we show that it's unique to that experience. So, you know, as I said, I could see you just have that idea of the quality of the music. I could see it driving stuff. So how do you feel the local Buffalo music scene is right now? Is it pretty good?
I think it's picking up. Like,
There's a lot of good elements, that's for sure.
it seemed like, you know, pandemic hit everybody
Yeah.
really hard, but now I feel like things are starting to bounce back. Even though we lost a lot of venues, I feel like the ones that are still standing are really trying to make it not only inclusive, but also just putting it on the map more, you know, making it an exciting
That's
place
good
to
because
be.
I think there is a lot of great music in Buffalo.
Mhm.
There
So
is.
this has been great speaking with both of you today. And so this would be, if somebody was interested in seeing where you're going to be playing or your social media sites, what do you have for that? Where would they go?
So we made it really easy now because our first band name was this, and it's not searchable at all.
Yeah, that was a whole other disaster.
But now if you just type in Goodbye Metro, I think Instagram pops up first, Bandcamp, Spotify. So basically you can kind of find us even if you just put us in Google.
Great.
You kids have been lucky.
So what? Maybe we're just a little smart.
Just be careful you don't get too smart for your own good. Help yourselves if you want any. I'll get you. What have you got this time? More junk?
We've never brought you junk yet.
Couldn't get back half of what I paid you for that last mess.
Yeah? Losing your money gets you a setup like this?
Just as I thought. Junk.
Those are real diamonds. I had them appraised.
Appraised? Well, that was kind of foolish, wasn't it? You could be caught if they were traced.
What do you take me for, a stoop? Jimmy the fence looked him over. He offered me $200 for the bracelet alone.
$500 for the lot.
I think we'll take our business to Jimmy.
Go ahead.
Come on, gang. Sheila doesn't want to be bothered with us anymore.
I've got enough on all of you to hang you 12 times.
That goes double.
$750.
That's the deal.
You're a bunch of blackmailers.
Oh, not that big yet. But give us a chance. We're still growing. Did you really see Jimmy this time? What difference does it make? We got what we wanted. I'm not interested in the money. There's plenty of that at home. It's the principle of the thing. I don't want anyone getting the idea they can put something over on me. Sheila'd take her eye teeth and then try to steal the rest. It's the thrill that gets me. The thrill of the chase, me.
$750. You think you're pretty smart, don't you?
I don't think I know. That's why I'm the leader of this pack.
You're a punk, or you wouldn't be tied up in a small-time penny ante business.
You got better ideas?
Maybe.
Speak your piece.
You girls take the bottle into the bedroom for a while. I want to talk to Paula privately.
And close the door. Start talking.
What do you think about school?
What are you driving at?
I've got a connection that doesn't like school.
Most kids don't.
We're not talking kid talk. It's worth a lot of money to a certain organization if certain damages are reported.
I don't get it.
You don't have to. All you have to know is, if you can wreck a few schoolrooms, you can make yourself and your pack a load of dough.
How much dough?
More than you can use. Besides, you've always said the money means nothing to you.
Why would anyone pay just to have schools wrecked?
That's none of your business or mine. I have the connection. And besides, there'll be a great thrill behind this move. And don't worry if a few flags get destroyed in the process. Let's just say it's part of a well-organized foreign plan.
I don't understand.
You don't have to. All you have to do is what you're told.
How soon do we move?
Just as soon as you can. But be careful you're not caught. You're no good to me in the clink.
We won't get caught.
I don't know how you can be so sure.
It's easy.
Welcome back to Offbeat Cinema Cats. We hope you are digging this one tonight, The Violent Years. Right now, I can say that the viewer mail is in, like way in.
Oh, yeah. Cats, you know, we get your mail, and not only do we get your mail, we get your mail. You dig? You know, it's like beautiful poetry from concrete canyons, and it's a cosmic connection from the rural heartland, and sometimes you send cool cartoons.
Okay. Well, let me start tonight because we have this very nice message from Alan Korzukowski, who writes to us via Facebook from all the way from Chicago. And he's talking about our showing of Spider Baby. Definitely a must-see movie unlike anything else I've ever seen. Lon Chaney Jr. in his later years and a fairly young Sid Haig. Well, of course, both of those cats are fantastic, Alan. Lon Chaney Jr. any year is wonderful. This is great. Thanks so much for checking us out on Facebook. Appreciate it.
All right, and I also have one from Facebook from a Mr. Joe Hall, who posted about our showing of Piranha. He wants to know, why did he find himself rooting for the piranhas to devour the bad actors sooner? Well, we've all thought that before, so.
I think you are a solid denizen of the Offbeat Cinema universe to be doing that sort of thing. And I'm just going to go right to the kind of mail that we kind of love to get, which is plain and simply out there. And this is from our friend Gina in Rochester. And she has a bit of poetry going on here. And it says, Dear Offbeat Cinema denizens, the guys are watching the girls. The girls are watching the guys. Everybody should be watching the skies.
It sounds like somebody recycled their high school homework.
Oh, well, it's still very good, Gina.
Excellent. Yeah, that's
Thank you.
And as always, our viewers do not disappoint. You know, cats, we love hearing from you all from far and wide, from the Outer Banks to outer space. So please, do not hesitate to take pen in hand and drop us some wisdom to the address on your screen.
And you can also check out our hip website at offbeatcinema.tv, friend us on Facebook, check us out on Instagram, Blue Sky, you know, all the usual suspects.
And cats, check out our latest and greatest. You can now become an official Offbeat Cinema Patreon patron, which will take you deep into the world of Offbeat Cinema, our archives, and a special Patreon-only swag and features and cool members-only stuff. So get all the details on our website, offbeatcinema.tv.
And speaking of Offbeat Cinema swag, you can also order from our official OVC shop, Mad Swag, which you can also find on our website. I mean, who doesn't want a sweet Offbeat Cinema t-shirt to impress your significant other?
But now, back to tonight's Ed Wood's classic, The Violent Years.
Sheila talks too much.
All she did was say that you're a right guy and that I should meet you. And as pretty as you are, I'm glad I came.
I don't need her to pick my friends for me.
I'm sure you don't.
I'm pretty particular.
Well, I'm sure you are.
I've played it alone for a long time, and that's how I plan to keep it.
Maybe I should look for my new company elsewhere.
No. You're here now. You might as well stay.
Okay. Since I'm now an invited guest, do you want my giving you a birthday gift?
Hmm?
Yeah, I'd like to speak to Miss Parkins. Paula? Yes.
What about?
I don't think that's any of your affair.
Why, you... All right, Manny. He's from my dad's office.
Fine way to greet a guest who bears gifts. A mud butler.
Don't pay Manny a second thought. He's seen too many gangster movies. He's really very nice once you get to know him.
That brings up the point. Do many people stick around long enough to get to know him that well? May I come in?
Sure, if you want to.
I see the party's formal dress.
It's a pajama party.
Yeah, I could see that, but mixed crowd, huh?
Well, gang, I want you to meet my father's star reporter, Barney Stetson.
Hi, gang. Look, don't let me interrupt anything. Birthdays are just like Christmas. They only come once a year. Got kind of cold in here all of a sudden.
Don't let it worry you.
That's a cute pair.
They have their points.
Oh, almost forgot the reason for my visit. Your father's going to be very late tonight and asked me to drop this off for you.
Poor Dad. Works so hard. Thanks for bringing.
Aren't you going to open it?
Later. I know what it is. Dad gets me the same present every birthday. A new watch. Mom, come look.
Oh, never mind, Paula. I saw the new convertible when I came in.
It never changes. Mom and Dad haven't been to my birthday parties in years, but always the same present. Mom sneaks out and takes my old car in for a trade, then has a new one delivered secretly and takes a cab to her club. Funny, I like a sedan better. Let's have some more music.
Ain't you seen enough yet, Sod Sister? Maybe you've seen enough to know you ain't wanted.
Knock it off, Manny.
I don't like this guy's looks.
Then why don't you change him, Manny?
Maybe that's a good idea. What about I should change your looks, Sod Sister? Maybe you'd like that, huh?
How old are you, punk?
Over 21.
Now, that's old enough.
He asked for that.
You're in bad company, Paula. But I don't want to sound like I'm telling you your business.
Then don't try.
What hit me? The train. Why, that dirty sod sister, I'll take care of him.
Haven't you had enough for one night? Good night, boys. The party's over. But the night's just beginning.
Hey cats, it's Lana from Offbeat Cinema. We've launched a Patreon and it's pretty cool. When you join, you can watch Offbeat Cinema anytime you want, watch old and new shows with no commercials, and you get Patreon exclusive movies, uncut and uncensored for content. As a member, you receive our newsletters, behind the scenes video, free stuff, and a lot of other great perks. To join or for more info, go to offbeatcinema.tv or search Offbeat Cinema on Patreon.
Hey cats, welcome back. As you know, we have all kinds of really talented and special and offbeat artists here in Buffalo, New York. And we got another great guest tonight to talk to learn more about some of the stuff that he's up to. I'd like you to meet my friend Michael Mararian.
Hi, thank you, great to be here.
Well, thank you, Michael. And could you just give us a little scoop on your artwork and how did you get started making art?
Well, I have always been an artist. I was an only child growing up, and you have what's the word? Proclivency? Is that the word? I don't know. Is that a word? Proclivity to be creative. So I started young, and I did everything. I was a writer. I did all these things. I was an actor, and it got to the point where it was like I failed at everything. And I said, you know what? The one thing I never did was my art, like fine art. So I just started doing that, and that kind of took off so far.
Wow. So what drives you to get to make things? Your creativity?
I always just try to do things that no one else, I don't think, has ever done. Like, felting inanimate objects that we have right here.
This is like a hat or something, isn't it? It's like I don't know, but what sort of inanimate objects have you made besides this? And you could tell me what, I'm trying to think of what this is.
Well, I've done plungers, like things that aren't normally made, like dentures, plungers, staplers, and this is a bedpan.
Oh, what do you know? And here I'm thinking it's a hat. Well, how far out can you get anyway? But what I've also heard is another thing that you call your art is that you whip up funky vintage food recipes. So what's that all about?
I'm widowed, and my wife, when she passed away, before that, we used to watch the Great British Baking Show. And at the end of every episode, I would make her something from the show, and it was pretty bad because I didn't know what I was doing. But then after she passed away, I just kind of was like, just kind of keep doing it, and then the pandemic hit, and there was nothing to do but bake and stuff like that. So I just started making crazy desserts, and people started liking them. And then I think one day I had some dessert, and I was wearing an old vintage Christmas outfit. And everybody made fun of the outfit more than the dessert. So then I was like, I have more of those. So I started wearing vintage outfits with the desserts every week, and then this is one of them. This is a 1970s tracksuit.
Man alive, and that's right in the moment. And I'm sitting here looking at something that looks actually quite attractive and tasty, and I may have to lose my inhibition in a second or two, but before I do so, would you just tell us what we're looking at here?
So those are the latest trend rage TikTok dessert called Dubai chocolate.
Dubai chocolate? Yeah, I do buy chocolate. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
Wow. So why is it called Dubai chocolate?
Well, it's, I guess, originated in Dubai. And
Dubai, not Dubai.
And it's, it's a little...
Oh, it's green inside.
So it's pistachio.
Pistachio. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to
take a bite. How was that?
And crunchy.
Not bad, right?
Wow. I just may have to go. Wow, Michael, you really are quite talented. This is really special. So you obviously, people know about this, and you want people to know about this, so how can people see what you're doing and find you?
Well, every week, on Instagram is a great spot. It's called Polyester Bakes. And I try to wear a polyester outfit or some vintage clothes every week, and I make a dessert, and that's literally the name of the account. It's Polyester Bakes, at Polyester Bakes on Instagram. I'm on Facebook, Michael Morarian. You can find me there. And then my regular art is michaelmorarian.com, and that's when I do all the felting and the fine art painting, and that's everything. So I'm kind of different.
So you heard it, folks. You can, out there in TV land, whether you're in Western New York or any of the far-flung places that watch Offbeat Cinema, you can find Michael Morarian and maybe even get some of his art or have him send you some food. You never know. How far out can you get? Thank you very much.
Thank you. It's great. It's a pleasure.
Back to the flick.
This is something I've been waiting for a long, long time. We'll get it done as quickly as possible. We'll get in, get the job done, and get out. I'm going to smash everything in this joint. Let's do it quick and get out of here. I hate you. I wish this was your scrawny neck. I'll hate until the day I die. You've all got guns. Get them into action. They're shooting back. What'd you expect him to do? Throw powder puffs?
Well, ammunition can't last forever.
How many have you all got?
Well, then what's in my gun?
All I've got left is in my gun.
I got 10 shells in my pocket, then puff.
We'll have to beat it to the car. I've got a dozen boxes under the back seat. Lay it into them fast, then we'll beat it. Look at them jump, just like rabbits. It ain't supposed to be this way. Dirty. Got him. Now save the rest of your ammo and let's get out of here. Where do we go from here? Sheila. She got us into this mess and she can get us out. From now on, we've got to keep on the move.
Who is it?
Paula.
What do you want?
Stop talking so much and open the door.
What's up? The cops are after us. Get out of here.
You're in this as deep as we are.
Who do you think you're kidding? Get out of here.
We're staying.
What kind of jerks are you anyway, leading the cops to my door? We lost them. Now, come on. We want that payoff. For what?
We wrecked the school like you wanted. Job completed and job to be paid for by you.
You're out of your mind.
Are we?
Well, how do I know you wrecked a school? How?
Take our word for it tonight. Then read about it in the papers tomorrow. Oh, it'll be in the papers, all right. Headlines this time. Now we want our money.
Yeah, we want some clothes, too. These things are a dead giveaway. You'll get nothing from me. Okay. Let's see how long you stay after I call the cops.
Keep away from that phone. I killed a policeman tonight.
Cop?
Yeah, a cop.
Well, I may have been bluffing before, but I'm not bluffing now. I'm calling the police.
Gotta move fast. Get a change of clothes. See what Sheila's got.
She's awfully young.
Do you know her?
No. But I've seen dozens like her.
What kind? There's another one upstairs.
What's wrong?
Just a cramp, I guess.
Now what do we do?
We can't use Mother's cart. We'll have to get another.
But gee, when the cops find your car, they're going to trace it to your mother and then to you.
There's nothing we can do about it now. We'll just have to clear out. Out of the country. Sheila kept quite a stack of bills in her place. More cramps? Yeah. Seems to be getting worse.
Maybe something you ate at the party.
Or drank.
Hey, pull up, you two.
Hey, we're Goodbye Metro. This next song is called Dark Blue and Below.
The void, sure where my next move lies. They force to prescribe, find all the demons hold deep inside. What a reason has exposed you to the depths and below. Isolation screams quiet no. Dark blue, I remember you, and all we shared. Coming, dark blue, I remember you, and all we shared. Coming. Frustration sighs and unwelcome seeps. To persevere, the further I must say. Once now shut my pride to vividly transpass time. Push it down for now, push it down for now. Anything just to get on by as it hits you alive, as it devours you from inside. Dark blue, I remember you, all we shared. killing me. Dark blue, I remember you and all we shared. Killing me. I need to feel so much more than you. Dark blue, I need to feel so dark blue, I remember you. All we share. 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 I won't fade back in you. I won't fade back into. I won't fade back in you. I won't fade back in you, dark
Kids with guns.
Yeah.
One of them was killed instantly. The other one's pretty badly shaken up.
Has her father been informed?
Yeah, right after the accident. Oh, here he comes now.
I wouldn't go in there just now if I were you, Carl.
Paula, she's all right.
Can't say the same for her girlfriend, though. That plate glass window made quite a mess.
Have you reached the verdict yet? We have, Your Honor.
What is that verdict?
We, the jury, find the defendant guilty.
Will the defendant please rise? You have been found guilty of murder in the first degree as charged. Paula Parkins, you have had all that money can give you, but that wasn't enough. You became a thrill seeker. with an overinflated ego. This thrill-seeking became the one great thing in your life, piling one thrill on another until, with every increasing intensity, you became much like the drug addict, with his continual increases of dosage, until the climax, a murder. To kill for the love of killing. To kill for a thrill. The thrill seeker comes from all walks of life, the rich as well as the poor. It comes from the home, a home where the parents are too busy in their own affairs to take time to teach their children the importance of self-restraint, self-discipline, politeness, courtesy, the love for the mother and the father, their church, and their country. It all adds up to that one great essential of living, self-respect, and regard for the property and feelings of others. It's through this utter disregard for life itself that the thrill seeker finds his eventual end. A prisoner of the state, standing in a courtroom, convicted of murder in the first degree. Because of your youth, Paula Parkin, it's impossible for me to give you the sentence you so rightfully deserve. You are hereby manded to the proper institution until you become 21 years of age, at which time you will be transferred to the state penitentiary for women, where you will spend the rest of your natural life.
I don't think I could drink another cup.
It passes the time. It's all my fault. If only I hadn't thought more of my outside interests than I did of Paula. It's a strong, hard lesson we've been taught.
It's no more your fault than it is mine. We're certainly a fine pair of parents.
We still have each other. That's some comfort. It all seems like such a bad dream. Ever since I can remember, we've given Paula everything. Everything but real love. A new dress instead of a caress. A new car instead of a heart-to-heart talk. A new watch.
It does no good to look back. It can only be more of a hurt. We must now look forward, using the past only as a pattern of judgment for the future. Paula's lesson to us was strong. Her child will profit by our mistakes.
How do you feel, darling?
I don't want my baby in a place like this. I don't. I don't feel so well. Everything keeps going around.
We'll see Judge Clara. We'll take care of everything. If only we knew who...
Everything will be all right.
That's all now. It's time you were leaving. Rest easy now. It'll be all right.
We'll see when it's all over.
So what?
The baby, a girl, is well and healthy.
My daughter. How is she?
She died.
Some people think newspapers exaggerate juvenile crime, or that it's confined mostly to large cities. This is far from being the case. From coast to coast, in small communities as well as the larger cities, juvenile delinquency is on the rise. No child is inherently bad. He's made what he is by his upbringing and his surroundings. Thus apparent that something has gone wrong with the environment of a great many of these children, or we wouldn't have this present delinquency problem. Adults create the world children live in, and in this process, parents play the key role. When children grow up among adults who refuse to recognize anything that is fine and good or worthy of respect, it's no wonder that many of these children fail to develop high moral standards or to distinguish right from wrong. Their attitude is summed up in two callous words. So what? Juvenile delinquency is always rooted in adult delinquency. And only through general acceptance of higher moral values can we hope to solve the problem. The easiest way to bring this about is through a return to religion. If all people would join this back to God movement and train their children to respect the Ten Commandments or other moral laws laid down by all the great religions, we would soon bring delinquency under control. But the time has come that we must impose sterner penalties and restrictions against the young lawbreakers to protect the law-abiding. His mere youth is no excuse for letting him remain at large. Some young criminals are just as vicious and dangerous as older criminals and lawbreakers. No young offender should be released from the custody of his parents unless an investigation shows the parents are capable of controlling his behavior. If they are not, his supervision should be entrusted to a more responsible agency. And in making parents financially liable for property damage caused by their children could be especially helpful against the wave of vandalism which has been sweeping across our country. With this responsibility, we're sure that parents would keep a closer eye on the kind of fun their children are having and that the old-fashioned woodshed would receive more use and vandalism would decline. Some parents refuse to recognize the moral obligation to the child they bring into the world. When that is the case, we must take stronger measures to make them realize their responsibilities. So you see, I cannot possibly grant your request for the adoption of the child of your daughter. The child must remain a ward of the state until such time as a suitable family can be found. At that time, the child will be granted to this worthy family, to be brought up in the world as it should know the world. For you, Jane Parkins, and for you, Carl Parkins, I can only feel the deepest of sorrow.
Wow, I had no idea that the youth of today were like so violent. I mean, I know the title was The Violent Years, but these chicks were rough. I also did not realize that the troubled youth of today were such snappy dressers. It seems like everyone was wearing a suit.
Oh, yeah, Lana, that's just the way it was back then. Everybody wore suits. Even cats who worked at steel mills. The hobos wore suits with their knapsacks on their back.
Well, this was a great night here in the coffee house. Friends stopped by, great music from Goodbye Metro, and of course, a cool movie.
Well, now, Spectra, anytime that you get Ed Wood Jr. involved, you know you're in for a wild ride.
Well, you know, it's just the way it is here on Offbeat Cinema. We show the movies that must be shown, the good, the bad, the foreign, and The Violent Years hits all those buzzers.
So join us again next week, Cats and Chicks, right here at the Hungry Ear Coffee House.
Where the coffee is always hot and the movies are always cool.
And until then, keep watching the sky. Just keep watching the sky.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.